It's good, y'all. Hope you had a great week. Filming on Friday. Today we'll be using Martin de Candre Vetyver. This is the glass tub it comes in. I think they switched to plastic, but pretty cool stuff. This is from France. This is not triple milled, but it's still extremely hard. You get roughly 7 ounces, equal to 200 grams. This is the ingredient list. Stearic acid, cocoa nisifera oil, aqua, potassium, hydroxide, glycerin, sodium chloride, parfum, fragrance, linalool, citronellol, geraniol, limonol. So I think that stands for citronella, geranium, and lemongrass. I kind of looked up the notes before, but let's get into the shave. Oh, we'll be revisiting a razor that I sold rather quickly. This is the Karve Christopher Bradley, C-plate, stainless steel. I thought I'd give it another chance. I've been talking to Ken and Jack, and they really love the C-plate. So I feel like I had the razor at a time where I had like 5 plates and like tons of razors trying different blades. It was kind of overwhelming, so I thought I'd give it a chance. I'm gonna use it for a week straight, and I'm not gonna make a review or anything, but I'm just gonna make my own decision if I like the razor or not. You can see how tiny it is. This is only a 3-inch, 80 millimeter. It's tiny as hell, but the reason I did that is because of the weight. It only weighs 90 grams. The old one I had was like 107 grams. That's kind of too heavy for my liking. And since this has a very picky angle, so they say, I feel like this will be easier to maneuver. So, brush is the Black Eagle, Ebonite Black, the Buffalo Attack. We're already loaded. Let's get into it. So I'm probably gonna make the title of this video is Martin de Candre, whatever you want to call it. Martin de Candre. Or Martin de Candre, is it overpriced? I think there's a couple ways you could attack that. Great brush. There's a couple ways you could attack that. So it's 7 ounces. It costs $70, which is kind of, I think that's one of the most expensive soaps you can buy, besides sebum and Acqua da Parma cream, which is like 4 ounces and a complete freaking ripoff, in my opinion. So it's up there. It's double the price of SV almost, Saponificio Veracino. It's definitely up there in price. But this thing is extremely hard. You will not burn through this anytime soon. This was gifted to me by Oive, by the way. Shout out to him. I sold him the Wolfman, and he gifted me this. Really cool dude. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, so is it worth it? You could attack it from a couple ways. I've seen on the forums, one guy got like almost 2,000 shaves. Was it 2,000? Yeah, 1,000. Some people are getting like 700 to 1,000 easy. One dude, he was probably loading like 5 seconds because 2,000 is excessive. So with the way they market it, they say it could last you a year. But people who load like 5-10 seconds and get like a ton of lather from it, they could probably get, at least 1,000, 750 to 1,000. So in that sense, the soap will last you a long freaking time. So people say the performance of this soap is top notch, and I respectfully disagree. Yeah, it's definitely good, but it's not gonna have that crazy super fatted feel as like a lot of super fatted American artisan soaps have. But people have been using it since like what, 1975. Very little blade feel on the C plate. So yeah, so it works for a lot of people. So if you want like a no nonsense shave, and you don't collect artisan soaps like a lot of us do, this is actually very reasonable. It's actually a great value. But the flip side of that is you could get a tub of sterling for like $13, and it's 5.8 ounces. Now, how many tubs of sterling can you get with $70? You know, you get a few, and you'd have a shit ton of soap. And that's a great soap, sterling. Not bad so far with the Karve. Yeah, so for me, this is 90 grams. I mentioned that earlier. That was the priority when ordering this razor. It got to me in 3 days, which is freaking impressive for Karve. Looks like they finally caught up. Hopefully they can maintain that. Maybe bring a titanium one day. I know they had like a wait list a year ago. Not sure if they fulfill those or not, but it's very nice so far. It seems to be knocking down the hair very well. I don't know if you guys can see that in the lather. And the MDC is doing fine. So far so good. But yeah, anyways, this soap is very easy to drown out. So if you load heavy, not an issue. If you like to add a lot of water, if you're one of those people, if you just like to throw a ton of water at soap, this will drown out and it will thin out unless you load a little bit heavier, which is no big deal because it'll last forever. So yeah, there's two sides to it. If you're a no nonsense guy, you don't collect soap, you only have like 1 or 2 soaps, something that will just do the job. MDC is actually a great value. But if you have a lot of other soaps in your den, in my opinion, it's really not worth it. The reason why I'm keeping this is because I adore the scent. It's comprised of like lemongrass, what is it called? Citronella. But for me, I mean, the main essence of it is Haitian Vetyver, and this is absolutely beautiful scent. It's made of essential oils only, and it's super simple. But sometimes simple is good, man. I love Vetyver, man. So I like this scent so much that I ordered a niche perfume to match. Even though they sell their own. The shipping of what it costs from France would be like enough to get me a niche. So I was like, screw it. So another benefit is this lathers super quick, is it's a vegan soap. So it really depends on the user. That's what I'm gonna say. There's two ways to attack it, for sure. So if I make another video soon, I'll touch more on the Karve. I just want to get a feel for it. It's been a good 4 months since I used a Karve at least. I think I had it last in September. So, and I've actually gotten a good shave from the C plate before. I didn't get good shaves from the D plate or the B. A plate, I've gotten a decent shave. Nothing great, but this C plate has very little blade feel, and I like it already more than my old one just because of the weight. It's just flinging across my face. Yeah, you're getting like very little blade feel here, so you kind of just have to trust that it's the correct angle and it's cutting the hair, which it is. I think though, once I use it more, I'll kind of know what the best angle for it is, but so yeah, basically, my answer is MDC overpriced? It's yes and no answer. If you don't have a lot of soap, that's a cut from yesterday. that I reopened. Yeah, basically if you have a lot of soap, it's not worth it in any way, unless you really like Vetyver and easy to lather soaps. But if you're trying to do the simple route, it's not a bad idea. By the way, we threw an Astra in here because Karve tests their razors with Astras. So that's what I thought I'd do. Let's get again back into the lather here for the third time. This brush is amazing. It's like the definition of a luxury. I don't want to use anything else like right now. I'm still in the honeymoon phase of this brush. Yeah, so I feel like if you lather this soap too much, it gets a little bit airy. So what I'm doing is just gonna put some water in, kind of bring it back down. Cool. Let's finish this pass. Yeah, you definitely have to ride the top cap. It's starting to come back to me now. This is the first plate with positive exposure in the Karve lineup. I actually forgot what the gap was. I forgot to look it up. But I kind of like that slight positive exposure. The Paradigm Diamondback also has a slight positive exposure. Yeah, so the residual is not crazy good on this soap at all. It'll do the job, but if you're spoiled by the American Artisans super fatted soaps with crazy residual slickness, and you like to buff a lot, you might not love this soap. Just gonna feel around here. All right, so my cheeks are BBS, pretty much. Really close shave, guys, so far. I mean, that was 3 passes, so I would hope so, but did a good job. Let me just finish up here. Yeah, and there's the fact that you could buy like a shit ton of sterling or, you know, $16 4-ounce soap. A lot of soaps are in that range. So it depends on you. If you like simple, only one or like a couple soaps, then it makes sense. I think I'm starting to get a hang of this angle though. It's interesting. I did add a pre-shave oil before the shave. That's why I'm buffing the way I am. If I didn't have it, I wouldn't be able to buff the same way. I did shave off camera with MDC earlier in the week, and I've done it a few times a couple months back because I have the small size of the grooms, which I do like the scent, but I noticed the residual is not amazing. If you're someone who shaves over lather only and not anywhere on the face without lather, then you kind of have nothing to worry about. The people who say that this is the best performing soap on the market, I think they're absolutely batshit crazy, but that's why I love this hobby. I think SV, Saponificio, and Nuevia Pentacrema have better performance than this soap. But this is a, yikes. This is a great soap. I mean, I love the scent. I love how easy it is to lather, simplicity. So there's more to soap than just straight up residual slickness, you know? So there's different aspects of it. So my efficiency rating so far on this is it's medium. Yeah, it's about medium. I really like the 3-inch handle. It's really small but maneuverable. Further testing is needed, but so far so good. Not a bad shave. I don't have any post-shave product, so I don't have like a matching splash for it, but yeah, I guess that's it for the shave. Solid soap if you don't have a lot of soap, if it makes sense. Karve did pretty decent. The Buffalo Attack, still the GOAT. That's it for the shave. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you later.